Back to the phones. Dave, Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. You are next on Open Line Friday.
Dittos, Rush. I'm a diehard Trump supporter, and the problems that I have with Rubio and Cruz. Rubio, I think he's really an establishment person. I think with the immigration, I think that's probably one of the biggest concerns that we have. I think our country is on that point of no return, and I really think that if Rubio's in there, I think that he's just going to go along with the system. He's just going to follow what they want to do and do everything, like the Republicans passed the budget, let's get the Gang of Eight, let's do this. I think with Cruz, the problem with Cruz is I think that if he gets in, I think McConnell and I think Ryan will work with the Democrats to defeat everything he wants to do.
You think that because he's taken them on face to face,
disliked by him,
that he's so resented and disliked that they will purposely sabotage.
I truly believe that that's what they'll try to do. And Cruz, I think with him, with some of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not really thrilled. He was my second. I would have, I was kind of.
Okay, but let's stick with your first point here for just a second, and
Sure.
We'll get on to the next. Let's assume here that he is president. Let's assume that he has won, which means he's got a majority of people who voted, who put him there.
Correct.
And a guy like Cruz, if he wins, he's going to have a mandate. Would you agree? I mean, he's not running as a marshmallow.
Well, I mean, what is the mandate? I mean, what is he going to win by? 51%?
Well, I don't know, but take your number if it's 51-49. Right. But let's now the people you talk, McConnell and Ryan and the Democrats, but the Congress tries to sabotage him. What's that going to do to the people that support him, the voters, the electorate? Are they going to sit there and just take it? Are they just going to sit there and let McConnell, these guys, get away with it? Or are they going to fight back and help the guy they put in the White House? Because it's whoever wins this race, Republican-wise, is there to do one thing, and that's stop the crap that's been going on the last 7, 10, 15 years. Would you agree?
I fully agree with that.
Okay, the people, therefore, if a Republican wins this thing, there's going to be a mandate, and that is it. And if there's any attempt if they try to sabotage Trump, same thing. What do you think? Do you think they can get away with that? Is the point?
I think that what you're doing. I mean, the Republicans in the House and the Republicans in the Senate. They're more concerned, I think, with the next election, getting the next contribution that they get from the donors. I think they really don't care. I think immigration is probably one of the biggest concerns that we have. You bring in mass people. We're sending jobs to Mexico. And what we can do is when they're bringing the air conditioners back, they can have the illegals carry them across the border for them, right? Because we're moving all the business to Mexico and we're bringing all the illegal. I think that is probably one of our biggest concerns. And McConnell and the Republicans, they're all for it. I mean, they want more, they want more people to come in. They're looking for the low wage. And
okay, let me stop you right there.
Go
and I'm not playing devil's advocate. You are genuinely creating questions for me. Trump talks about bringing these jobs back, right?
Correct.
You just said McConnell and the other guys, they like the jobs going to Mexico. They like the immigrants coming in. How is Trump going to succeed in bringing the jobs back if McConnell and the other potential saboteurs in Congress don't want to work with him on it?
The same way that he's doing everything right now. He's not afraid of anybody. He's willing to stand up. He goes to the media. He states what his views are. Sometimes they're a little flaky. I mean, the George Bush lied. I'm not really a big fan of that. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to vote for him. And I think just seeing him going out there the first time that Mitch McConnell or Nancy Pelosi or whoever it may be, they come out and they start, attacking him. I can't wait for that time when he goes out and he holds a press conference and he really puts them in their place. I think that he is that strong that he could put some of these people in their place and get some kind of consensus.
Let me tell you how I think Donald Trump would do it. And I'm going to create a hypothetical.
Sure.
I have to do that in order to make the point. And let's say that Trump specifically is going to, let's make it building the wall and stopping immigration. Forget about deportation. We're just going to stop it. We're going to build that wall, and we're going to close the border. And we got the Republicans and the Wall Street Journal and the Chamber of Commerce who don't want that to happen, and they're going to try to sabotage Trump left and right. What I think Trump will do is go make deals with Pelosi and Reid. I think he go make deals with Democrats, and if the Republicans are going to try to sabotage him, he's just going to try to ace them out by making deals with the Democrats and making them ineffective, inconsequential, humiliate them, embarrass them, or what have you.
I don't agree. I mean, I know he's not Reagan. He doesn't have the same personality, and I love Reagan. I mean, 60 years old, Ronald Reagan is like my hero. I heard him on TV. I didn't care. I was a hippie, didn't really care about anything, and I listened to this guy, and he just sparked something in me, and he made me proud to be an American. At that time, nobody was really proud. I see the same thing in Trump. I know that he's a little crude, but I see the same thing. I think that he's going to be able to do what Reagan did, and he's going to be able to get on the TV and get on the Twitter and whatever it is and say, this is what we need. He's a business guy.
Well, you know, I have to tell you that you're right about Reagan. One of the really simple reasons that Reagan was able to build his bond of connection with so many people. 2 landslide victories. The press could not. And they tried. They couldn't destroy Reagan. He made people feel great to be Americans. He made them feel proud of their country again. I remember even in those days hearing people say that. It was no more complicated than that. And that's what Dave thinks that Trump is doing.